Bronson out front. Oh, in trouble for J.R. Mosley. Mosley in the 99 is going to come up slow down here in 1 and 2. Couldn't really tell what happened to him down here in 3 and 4. That car got awful sideways and never really recovered. And that's going to bring the caution flag out for the first time. Unofficially, I see no laps complete, so it will be a restack and redo. So for J.R. Mosley, that is the good news. The bad news is they're looking, and it looks like there will be a flat tire, and they will line up single file. So the bad news for J.R. Mosley, he has to go to the infield with that flat tire. The driver out of Columbus, Georgia, the Clements Longhorn. So single file is how we'll stack it back up. Boy, it didn't take long for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot to get rather interesting. Slicing and dicing. Sam Seawright slipped underneath the Mosley, and he brought Billy Franklin with him. Keep in mind, only the top 5 make it to the big show. So that'll be the spot to keep an eye on, as it was all Kyle Bronson. It already almost broke out to a 1-second advantage, as they do have a new tire on the 99 of J.R. Mosley, so he will come back to the field. He'll go to the tail. So it will be single file to get us back going. Kyle Bronson, the youngster Cade Mullinax, 2-time Spring Nationals champion. Donald McIntosh, your top 3 back at it out of turn number 4. He'll dive into turns 1 and 2. McIntosh on the top side, momentarily 3 wide. Boy, and D-Mac got back on the loud pedal in a hurry. Slide to, and Franklin's in the wall. Billy Franklin just climbed the backstretch wall. Caution's going to come out again. Oh, man, and that caution will take a huge move from Sam Seawright. He throttled up off of turn 2, got underneath of McIntosh and Mullinax, and unfortunately, Franklin climbing the fence. That will kick that one pass over McIntosh. I think we'll look to see. I'm pretty sure we are single file. Mullinax is there as well. Yeah, there we go. I thought we was going to shuffle back. That caution came out, and that just killed the momentum Sam Seawright had put together. It looked like Sam had made maybe the pass so far of the heat race. Green flag back in the air. Big move from Seawright, goes for naught. Everybody's on the bottom in 1 and 2 this time. Off of turn number 2, Seawright looks to the back to the inside of McIntosh. Can't make it happen off of turn number 2. Cade Mullinax, by the way, had a really good run here a year ago in the Spring Nationals, and a pretty good spot right now. Nobody's close enough to challenge Kyle Bronson, but Seawright's going to challenge to the inside of McIntosh off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th together. Boy, Brendan Smith is getting ready to make it interesting. He's in that 5th and final transfer spot. Seawright peeks back to the inside of McIntosh again. Just can't quite get enough momentum off of turn 2 to get to the inside of the 79. As Kyle Bronson rockets off into the Clanton, Alabama night, leading Cade Mullinax for now. That gap back to 1st to 2nd, 1.709. Not missing anything out front. Halfway home here in Arizona Sports Shirts B main number 1. And that battle between McIntosh and Seawright has kind of calmed down. Brendan Smith's got a little closer to Seawright, but not enough to make anything happen. Out of turn number 4, it'll be Kyle Bronson. He'll cross the stripe, 6 in of the 10. Everybody has kind of found their home for right now. He'll come across the stripe. Kyle Bronson the lead over Cade Mullinax right now, 2.372. And the killer trying to stroll his way through B main number 1 and lock himself into the show. 2 to go here at Buckshot. No real challenge right now. Oh, in trouble. Trouble out of turn number 4. It looked like Horton caught the infield wall, and the caution flag comes out. It looked like Jordan Horton might have caught the infield, the berm on the inside of the track. That car just ricocheted up the turn 4 wall. Check that rather. Ricocheted up the racetrack, nearly missing the fence. And he said stalled over here in turn number 4. I don't think he made contact with the wall, but the way that car just redirected, looked like he possibly caught that berm that's just on the inside of the racetrack here at Buckshot Speedway. 7 of our 10 complete, and this will stack the field back up. Oh, and Seawright makes the right-hand turn. Sam Seawright comes to the attention of the crew down in the infield in the 17. And it looks like they're pulling the hood pins, possibly something overheating in that 16. I don't see any steam coming from the 16, but they are taking the hood off of the 16, the Durham Rocket, Coltman Farms Racing, Bear Truck and Trailer 16, and unfortunately Sam Seawright's B main is going to come to a close as we're rolling back towards the green flag. So that puts Jackson Heist now in the transfer spot out of turn 4. Green flag's back out. Mullinax right in front of McIntosh, and that's going to pile up that inside line. Boy, Mullinax got to the center, and McIntosh got a really good run. Couldn't do. Oh, and McIntosh has to dodge Mullinax, and I think Mullinax might have caught the berm. Oh, and what reaction from everybody behind him, and just like that, turn 4 has turned into a disaster for a couple of drivers. Looking to see, looks like definitely some kind of damage. Yeah, the M2 of Mullinax has some definite nose damage. Caught the berm on the, oh, and McIntosh is in now too. Donald McIntosh has brought the 79 in on the back straightaway. So the 79 team will go to work on the Hicks Racing number 79. McIntosh second in the points coming in. Could have been a huge start to the weekend. Of course, Brandon Overton not in attendance. McIntosh 12 points out of the lead coming into this. And he's the only one in the top 5 that hadn't raced their way in. And we're coming back to green. So, wow, drama unfolding. Brendan Smith now to second. Jackson Heist to third. J.R. Mosley, who brought out the first caution, fourth. And now Jordan Horton will go fifth. We'll try it again. Bronson will roar off down in to turns 1 and 2. If you're Kate Mullinax, you got to get by one car, and that's the new Tazewell, Tennessee driver of Jordan Horton. Mullinax needs one spot to try to get up into a transfer spot. For the moment, it's not happening. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4, though, what is happening is the killer, Kyle Bronson, started on the pole. He'll see the white flag one more time around Buckshot Speedway here on a Friday night. For the moment, Jordan Horton right now continues to hold that transfer spot, but down into turns 3 and 4. Your winner of Arizona Sports Shirts B-Main number 1, Kyle Bronson. Second will go to Brendan Smith. Third will go to Jackson Heist, J.R. Mosley. Fourth, and Jordan Horton will round out the 5 cars that will race their way in to tonight's 7,553 to win Buckshot Speedway. Your Arizona Sports Shirts B-Main 1 winner out of Brandon, Florida. The Clements Longhorn Brandon Ford Race Car Engineering Lucas Oil number 40B, the killer Kyle Bronson. So Kyle Bronson will pick up the B-Main win, and now some drama will unfold for McIntosh. They'll see if they can get the 79 back for a possible provisional. Here comes what would be Colin Signs B-Main number 2, specializing in commercial wraps and signage, as well as race cars and all types of banners. You need the graphics, they can take care of you. Call them today at 706-549-7787. That is Colin Signs. Kenny and his staff do an amazing job. Get everybody decked out. Here we go. Here's your lineup on the front row at a Hope, Florida. The 33 will be Colton Ledendecker. It is outside at a Lacey Springs, Alabama, the M1 of Bill Mahan. Row number 2 will be the 11 of Cruz Skinner out of Oxford, Alabama. And to his outside in the 22, it'll be Austin Franklin out of Montevallo, Alabama. Row number 3, it'll be the 38 of Gladstone, Alabama's Dylan Tidmore. And to his outside in the 38 out of Fort Valley, Georgia, it'll be Matthew Taylor. Row number 4 out of Milton, Florida in the 2, it'll be Bo Slay. And to his outside the 17G, it'll be Caleb Gay. Final row should be the 317 of Kendall Franklin and the 379 of Mark Baines. So the final 5 cars to lock their way into tonight's 40-lap, 7,553 to win feature at the Buckshot Speedway will come from Colin Signs B main number 2. Colton Landecker picked up a huge crate win already in 2024. Can he put the 33 in the show? We'll find out. Out of turn number 4, here we go with Colin Signs B main number 2, and we will go for 9. Oh, and we're going to turn them around over in turns 1 and 2. And unfortunately, cautions on both ends of the speedway. As Kendall Franklin was the first car to go around. The driver out of Clear, Alabama went down because that inside light bunched up off of turn 4. Then on the other end, Austin Franklin went around with a little help. It looked like Mark Baines was there as well. So that will be a total redo. We'll line them up, try it again. Keep in mind, top 5 make it to the big show. Everybody will make their way through and line back up. That inside line kind of got stacked up on that initial start, and then you see the pinball effect after that. So 15 are in. We'll take 5 more. That'll give us 20, and then we'll go to provisional land, where right now one of those provisionals is going to be Donald McIntosh. We'll have to look and see how the other provisionals would shake out. I would just about be safe to say Sam Seawright may be the other provisional, but we'll have to look at that to verify it. But Donald McIntosh and Sam Seawright will be right there as far as the 2 possible provisionals. We'll try it again out of turn number 4. Really good restart for Landecker. He'll show the way into 1 and 2. Side by side for 3rd, 4th on back. Boy, it narrows up off of turn 2, and they have slipped their way through down the back straightaway. Out of turn number 4, Landecker will show the way. Mahan in 2nd. 3rd belongs to Cruz Skinner. Side by side right now for the final transfer spot. Bo Slay to the inside of Austin Franklin. 5th spot's the last one in, and Bo Slay and Franklin fighting for it right now. Slay trying to get Franklin off the bottom. Can't do it. Franklin's going to have the advantage. He'll take the 5th spot going down into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Caleb Gay, a former Southern All-Stars champion, trying to make his presence known. Oh, and 1 slow. Matthew Taylor in the 3018 going to make the left-hand turn on the back straightaway. And unfortunately, that Georgia driver is going to see his night come to an end. It's still Colton Landecker out front. 2nd right now, Bill Mahan. Cruz Skinner would be 3rd. 4th for now is Dylan Tidmore. And right now in your 5th spot would be Bo Slay. Never mind. I stand corrected. Halfway home, Franklin's gotten around the 2. Side-by-side battle now trying to develop for that 2nd spot as we're halfway home. Mahan moves up. Oh, and the caution comes out. Caleb Gay's went around in turn 4. Caleb Gay in that 17th G machine. The Dublin, Georgia driver, the right-powered rocket, Langford Company CRS Beach Construction. Number 17 G sets turned around in turn number 4. Caution comes out. And he is still setting stop down here in turn number 4. They'll try to work their way through to get him straightened out. Looking to try to get his 2nd career Spring National start. Brock Wise turning the wrenches on that 17G. Unfortunately, it looks like he's got some work to do now, as Landecker had opened up a 1.165 advantage over Bill Mahan. Mahan was about to get busy. Cruz Skinner was starting to work on the back bumper of that M1, trying to make his way through. And that was a dandy of a battle between Franklin and Slay as well. As it looks like they will get Caleb Gay turned around. We'll see if the 17G will refire with 4 laps in the books. So 1 lap shy, we're getting ready to put the halfway point on the board when that caution came out. So 4 in of the 10. Final chance to race their way into the main event coming up. 15 spots are secure. 5 more will come out of this and 2 provisionals. As it's been Colton Lendecker so far. See if anybody can challenge him here in these final 6 laps. He'll cross the stripe, green flag back in the air. Way up top was Lendecker, opened the door for Mahon. Mahon couldn't do anything with it, and that stacked up Cruz Skinner as well. Skinner's going to lose some ground. As here comes the halfway home mark. 5 in, 5 to go here at Colin Signs B main number 2. Everybody right now single file. It is Austin Franklin in the final transfer spot for now. Bo Slay trying to get there. Kendall Franklin trying to get there, but they're running out of time. Side by side, that'll be the battle right now, 6th and 7th, but that's 1 spot out of where you need to be. And I tell you what, don't look now, but that caution may have helped Bill Mahan. Mahan has slowly started to run down Lendecker. Colin Signs B main number 2. We got a fight on our hands with 2 laps to go. Final 2 times around. The Buckshot Speedway, and a fight for the lead comes off of turn 2. Lendecker will have it for now. Mahon 3 car lengths back. Mahon gets way down in there in turn 3. White flag, 1 more to go. Gets a really good launch off of turn 4. 4 car lengths separate him at the stripe. Down into 1 and 2. Lendecker will have the advantage off the top side. Mahon's going to make it interesting. Can he get down on the bottom of turns 3 and 4? Nearly side by side, but it's not going to be enough. It'll be Colton Lendecker at the stripe. He will win Colin Signs B main number 2. Bill Mahon, Cruz Skinner, Dylan Tidmore, and Austin Franklin will race their way in. It'll be Bo Slay, Caleb Gay, and Kendall Franklin, the first cars on the outside looking in. Buckshot Speedway, your winner of Colin Signs B main number 2 out of Holt, Florida. The Mullins-powered Longhorn CJL horns, Wartbelt Fabrication, CLM Motorsports, Renegade Race Fuels 33 of Colton Lendecker. So Lendecker will pick up B main number 2. That will set the stage for our main event tonight. We will have 22 starters with 2 provisionals coming up. Denny, we'll turn it back over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Cody. What an exciting event right there. What do you think about that? Hey, 2 B main races. What do you think about it, race fans? Did you enjoy it? The Southern National Super Late Models. Hey, they didn't get any money for that one. Going to pay the money on the next one. It's going to be exciting. We are so excited to have these folks here with us. Hey, I want to make a quick announcement. If you're driving it's a black 4x4 F-150 Ford. A black F-150 Ford. It's a 4x4. Alabama tag number 7771 B Bravo K Kilo 4. You need to move your vehicle. We need you to move your vehicle. 7771 B Bravo K Kilo, the number 4. It's a black Ford 4x4. Please